ask Isaac to come out here. I'll give him, it's a silent auction, which means you write your, sorry I dropped the pen, you write your name on it and your bid. And let me just tell you, David's going for a steal right now.
Them, you know how they do that, they show up and, they do their photo ops. So we went there and we just kind of like hide ourselves and be discreet to wait for him to come so we could ask a question. Because that's the Rebel News has to say, to ask questions you guys want to hear. And his security detail showed up. And they didn't notice us at first, and they're standing in line getting in their coffee. You can see out the window, some of them are parked in their SUVs, totally caring about the climate change. But anyway, so we're being all secretive, and then one of them spots us, okay? And they're looking over at me, and then they're calling each other, and I can see them all panicking. And they're like, oh, and they aborted the mission. They actually all left. They all left because they were so scared. That is the biggest threat, is Rebel News asking the Prime Minister a question in the coffee shop. It didn't stop there. Me and Matt thought, okay, well, he wants the photo op in this city, so we're going to drive around, we're going to look for the black SUVs. And it really hit me at that time that I was hunting down the Prime Minister. And he was scared of me. I used to be a craft mom and a healthcare worker, and it's just been a wild ride. But something you guys say to me often, which I never get used to, and some of you have said it here, you've called me a hero, you've said I'm brave, you've said all of these things. And really, I just feel Canadian. I just feel like I want to preserve this great country I love. And each year, especially over the last 5 years, we have to kind of sit and say, how do we do that? And of course, we know the chaos we went through in 2020, but it feels like, and I will say this term, a turning point has come in 2025. How many feel that? And with that turning point has been great injustices, of course, like what we saw with Charlie Kirk and what we're seeing at the Ostrich Farm, bureaucrats just being able to do whatever they want to whomever they want for no scientific, logical, or humane reason. But we're also seeing the people come together in a way like never before, across the lines, where people like ostriches are getting their heads out of the sand and looking around at the state and going, something's going right. And so I want to just leave you with that we are making a lot of progress, even though it seems that we're not, and people, ourselves included, you guys in the room, are being more fast. We have that muscle memory. We're not going to do this anymore. We have to stand firm in that. And if you talk to one or two people and remind them of why Canada is great and we're fighting for, because we are still more free than many other countries, that is how we win whatever the heck we're experiencing. Thanks for listening.
Welfare bailouts. So what can I do?
It was captured on video by Rebel News.
Founded by Ezra Levant.
Steer the Rebel Media.
Menzies of Rebel News was arrested yesterday. They can only ask me to leave if I've broken the law.
Mr. General, how are you? The Ryan Pottis, Brady Benjamin.
They'll tell you that the fight is not over. Their fight is not done yet.
They're burning churches and vandalizing them, and you're not calling it a hate crime.
Do you think that you should be subject to any sort of accountability?
I got into this convoy because my boss, Ezra Levant, told me, Kean, the mainstream media is not going to give these guys a fair shake at what they're going to say. They're going to try and discredit it because they're scared of you.
I will break your
When Montreal police accost our reporters, you know what they call it? Jew media. What? I'm with Rebel News.
Sheila Gunn-Reid here on special assignment this week in Iraqi Kurdistan. I'm here documenting your efforts to save the Christian survivors of an ISIS genocide here in the place that has been the cradle of Christianity for 2,000 years.
I've been meeting for Rebel News in Be'eri, southern Israel, at the site of the
massacre at the festival.
Rebel Media's part was to people saved, let everyone see it, let everyone hear it, let everyone hear the voice of the community, how angry local people are, and get justice for George.
Amazing celebrities launched by the Rebel to give these guys some representation and hopefully use the defense situation.
They want us to move this sign around. We can continue displaying it apparently as long as we move it back and forth. So that is exactly what we are going to do.
I'm here with Sarah Miller, one of Canada's best human rights lawyers, and we're here to hand deliver her meticulously drafted human rights complaint documenting the human rights abuses that unfolded in Canada over the last 2 years under the auspices of the pandemic.
Good news, everybody. Rebel News has decided to help us out with lawyer fees, which we really appreciate. Thank you guys. So thank you everybody for donating. We really appreciate it.
We started off this conference taking back our freedoms, but our freedoms are nobody's to take away. So we're going to restore everybody's freedoms, and we sure appreciate all the support and the love that we've been getting. I don't even know if I have any more tears to cry.
And I want to thank Ezra Levan and Rebel News. If Ezra is there, Ezra come.
Oh my God.
You see, this is the man that I have differences with.
We'll call it a media organization. I promise you this. I'll do everything.
And you ask them a question, and they can't answer it.
Billions for your ineffective vaccine.
You're in a city facility?
Why are you lying to Canadians? Well, as we know, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
People from the press, they are shutting them in their legs.
Why is your government supporting
Yeah, so I've been a public figure in Canada and a public figure in the UK, and you got to answer tough questions, and you guys, you asked tough questions.
Your party takes great pride in standing against hate such as white supremacy, Islamophobia, and all.
Sorry, I didn't get your outlet.
Drea Humphrey with Rebel News.
Okay.
Your party.
You know I'm going to go with this, all right?
Let me tell you, going in that building is like going in the belly of the beast. There were people who did not like us there, and they let us know it.
Rebel News got as many questions as I think CBC Radio Canada, Press Canadian, and CBC almost 50% of questions.
Sheila Gunn-Reid for Rebel News. We've seen the NDP tonight refuse to take questions from independent journalists. The Liberals have gone one step further. The Carney campaign has called the police on independent journalists.
The powers that be, who organized the debate, the legacy media types, the CBC radically evolved, couldn't figure out how to exclude rebel media.
Will you condemn the rise in acts of hate against Christians today and explain what your party will do moving forward to keep Christians safe from hate in Canada?
Again, thank you, but I'm not going to respond to an organization that promotes
Rebel News in particular traffics in misinformation, facts, lack of facts, and as you heard in that question, which was woven with some truth and some things that weren't true. Yes, there have been burnings of Christian Catholic churches. Yes, there have been remains of Indigenous children found in various places.
Yes.
I don't believe them either, no, David. Actually, we don't believe anything we read on the news, except for maybe Rebel.
Thank you, ma'am.
Real news.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for everything that you do. Modern day Canadian hero.
just outside of Edmonton, Alberta. And the reason I'm here is this is the warehouse that will house Pierre Poilievre's first Alberta Canada First rally. Hi guys.
Good morning, Saskatchewan. It is so good to see you all here today. My name is Lise Merle, and I am Saskatchewan's girl.
When you take back your country, you will be able to say, you were there. You were there at a turning point. You were there when the people decided, in their millions, to no longer be afraid to love their country. Good luck, and keep fighting for freedom.
The very values that great Charlie James Kirk shared and defended.
From a country that we're tussle with right now, but we just love this guy. He's a patriot. He could be an honorary American anytime he wants. He's a freedom fighter. As a long Canadian journalist.
You're a big Charlie Kirk fan, why?
Because he's good and he's a Christian and he believes in Jesus.
Hey guys, welcome here. I don't know if you know this, but a father just had his head blasted in front of the world.
What's your message to people?
I think some people might censor because of the fear or maybe having the same ending.
I think people are not going to be afraid. I think they're gonna say what they believe, and we have to stay strong and stand up for what we believe.
This is the turning point. That's what that is.
He was an important person in my life and our lives, and what was done was absolutely cruel and devastating, and it means a lot to show our support for Charlie Kirk and his family.
We're all Canada's patriots. We're all courageous. We're all Charlie Kirk. We have just made millions of Charlie Kirks across the world. And rest in peace, Charlie. We will carry on your legacy, I swear on it.
Christ says the biggest thing of love is to lay down your life for one another. Charlie Kirk did that for the conservative movement and to reunite young people to Christianity. And for that, I think that Charlie Kirk is a martyr for the conservative movement.
Are you guys gonna give up? Is now this, hey, the Liberals won? What is the battle cry for the Canadian patriot? Because I just have such respect for you guys. Because even though that, people in California say, Charlie, it's so bad here. I said, no. Go to Ontario. Go to Toronto. Go to Ottawa. Are you gonna give up?
This is the moment we stand in truth, unfettered. We know what's right and wrong, and we all be more like Charlie Kirk, and we win over minds and souls, one conversation at a time.